Hi everyone, it's Holly here. If you've been following me for a while, you know I've never done a video like this. If you're new to my channel, I'm so excited to have you and get to know me more. I'm gonna do a get ready with me makeup look, kind of a classic glowy look that you can wear all year long. Do a little Q&A, get to know me, and talk about life and just like girl things and things going on in my life, getting to know me. I'm gonna do vlogs and I'm gonna do day in my life videos. Really inspired to just switch up my channel altogether, dedicate my time to it and growing a community, and I'm really excited about it. So the makeup look I'm doing today, tinted SPF on my face, which I wear every day, my skincare, and then that. And then I just groomed my eyebrows. Been like I guess you could call it an influencer for a while. Done like several things. I feel like I've had quite a journey in life that's like different than a lot of people's. Look how beautiful this contour is. Westman Atelier. Kind of had one career that I have done for quite a while, but I just always have felt different, like, and been different than a lot of people. And I've always kind of been scared to step out on my own and to follow just what I want and not care what people think. But I really have cared what people have thought. So I've come to a point full force on YouTube because this is what I really, really love and what I've always wanted to do. I just don't talk about it with people because most people don't understand unless they're people that get it. Then I talk to people about them. Like you guys, I talk to about it and you understand, but I kind of keep it to myself otherwise. I have a couple other things I'm kind of doing and have in the works, and I kind of keep those quiet too. Not like I am a private person, but honestly, I just feel like a lot of people don't get it, and I just am not trying to be hearing all this negative feedback because I'm gonna do it anyways. Using this little contour brush. It's Scott Barnes 63, the shade Biscuit. I've really, self-esteem and self-confidence is something I've really worked on. I feel like it's something we all have to work on. It's not inherently there, and I think like I got to the point where it's like I think I'm looking outside of myself too much for like waiting for other people to say it's okay, waiting for other people to validate me, and it's like that's actually not how it works. You're the one that starts it, and then other people are like, oh, that's what she's about, and or disagree with you, but you kind of have to stand in your truth and be like, no, I know who I am. You don't, you aren't me. You don't know who I am. I tell you who I am. And I think that's a really empowering place to be, but it's almost just like a new habit. You have to get used to changing the thoughts that are in your mind. I have like an obsession with, I mean, I guess they're self-help books, but I call them self-development books because they really are kind of like that. And I feel like life's just short. It's too short to not be happy, to not do what we love, to not be the person we want to be. I could expand on that topic a lot. I'm gonna go right in the hairline. I'm in my 30s. I've had my personal life, which I like never talk about, but I want to get to know you guys better. And I like hearing when people kind of share more about themselves and get to know them, and then you can connect more. So I'm in my 30s. I have been in probably 2 serious relationships, I'd say. One was really long, like 6 years long, which is crazy. That was too long. That relationship taught me a lot. For the good, for the bad. I think that's what ends up happening in relationships is you just learn so much. So I think that's contributing to why I'm staying single for a while, because I've been in that position and I know what it's like. I know what it's like to live with someone. I know what it's like to kind of be on that path. And I know it has to be the right person because you give up so much of yourself. There's so many great things to it as well. I'm obviously really looking forward to that one day, but just really valuing my own time and becoming the person that I really want to be. The best version of myself, making myself happy within myself, no external things. And then I feel like I'll be in a place to go back, and obviously have to meet the right person for that. Like, they have to be what I'm looking for, which is a whole nother topic. And I feel like it changes, and I feel like sometimes I don't know. But I do trust that at the right time it'll come my way. But I think there's so much value in just having time, being single, and improving yourself, and having fun with friends, family, pursuing things you love. I did makeup artistry for a while, because I love doing makeup, but as a business, and I kind of thought, I like to try things in life. I tried doing it, but I didn't love the whole business side of it, I guess, or customer service. And I just kind of thought, I'm not maybe cut out for this, or I don't love it enough to kind of go through those battles. Absolutely love something to be like really good and successful at it. And I just kind of knew that wasn't the case. So I stopped doing that, but I love doing makeup, obviously. I'm single right now. I'm not really dating. I feel like I'm having another pivoting point where it's like figuring out what I want, but I'm just so happy kind of being single and doing my own thing and improving myself. And I also think I've changed so much. The type of person I'll go for is so different than in the past, let me tell you. That's the great thing that ends up happening too. It's just like you're gonna go for completely different people and values. So it's all a positive thing. I'll keep you updated on my dating journey because that is something else. I think self-esteem and self-confidence is so important when it comes to that. Set some of this with bronzing powder. Patrick Ta is my favorite. So kind of on myself. Ooh, I like how this is warming up my face. I put some self-tan on last night, so everything looks better with a bit of a tan and glow. Along with kind of improving, obviously, self-confidence, self-esteem. We're doing a glow up. I love doing a glow up like all around. Improving inside, outside, and just becoming like your highest self, the best version. I'm all about that. That's kind of like what I'm here for, I feel like. So I want to share my tips on that. So one of the big ones is health, fitness, your body. Your mind goes along with that, but with my body and weight loss or weight journey, it's kind of crazy, honestly. So I used to look very different, like insanely different, but quite a bit different. And I don't know, I think I just like always did. I was healthy, I think. Like I just ate, exercised, maybe I ate a bit too much. I had different eating habits. And I kind of went through, well, I went through two breakups actually. So I got quite thin after all of these breakups and figuring all this stuff out for myself. That's what ends up happening. But then it's obviously that's not a healthy place to be. I didn't look the healthiest and my skin was kind of like not glowing, like it wasn't the best look. These two blushes and mix them. They're the, again, Westman Atelier, stunning products, Minette and Chit. It's kind of like a rosy color and then a peachy, more shimmery color. Came out of that, I kind of figured out, learned my body and figured out what worked for me. So I ended up losing probably like 20 pounds and I'm only 5'4", so that's a lot on my frame. Enough to change a difference in like how my face looks, my body, everything. And then I feel like what happened there, because I was eating less because I was in that kind of space, my stomach shrank. So I just got more, I still like do and ate healthy things, but it's just I ate less and I got full quick. So that ended up being kind of useful. And I kind of got in the habit of just stopping eating when I'm full, which seems like a simple concept, but that's actually very hard to do. But I've found the more I've practiced that, like I will literally leave things on my plate I don't care. When I'm full, I stop because I just don't want to feel sick and I want to do what's right for my body, so I just stop. But I kind of eat, honestly, everything. Like, my ideal diet is a pescatarian diet. But that doesn't really work for me. I tried that for a while and I felt like I just needed more meat. Like, my skin was dull and kind of like gray almost. Like, I needed more nutrients from meat. And gaining muscle was really a challenge too. So I booked some coral shear. I'm gonna add a little pop too. I eat chicken. I eat like pepperoni and stuff sometimes. I basically just don't eat steak. And I just kind of stopped eating steak because I love cows, honestly. But I eat kind of everything else, and I just try to have a balance of protein, carbs, vegetables, just trying to be balanced and healthy. But I just stop when I'm full, so I do eat quite small portions. And I sometimes eat, like I kind of eat every 3 or 4 hours. Guys, what I have found to work best for me has just been, honestly, I know it's gonna sound lame, but it's the truth, is walking and Pilates. Those two things have transformed my body like nothing else in my life. It took some time, but it was like I could see gradual results over probably like 3 to 6 months. And then I just maintain that now. And I walk, I listen to music, I listen to podcasts, I really enjoy it. And I got into doing mat Pilates at home during COVID, and then I just started to see the results and ended up loving it and how my body felt, looked, so I stuck with it. Now I do more reformer Pilates and advanced stuff, and you just get so toned and it cinches you in and gives you like a ballerina type looking body, which is like what I kind of love. So that's kind of my combo. I'm going to share more about that. I'm actually taking a course to become a Pilates instructor. So I'm going to share like a day in the life and my journey to become a Pilates instructor. And I'll be sharing a bunch of workouts too. So that's exciting and something to look forward to. Thing that's a little challenging at different stages in your life is making friends. Always been someone that's had lots of friends, but I think that changed. Honestly, I think what happened was I was in a really long relationship, that 6-year relationship, and I kind of lost myself in it. Like I just didn't prioritize friends. I think a lot of people do that. I've seen other people do it. I've done it myself, where you're kind of comfortable with your partner and you're like, you don't make as much effort to keep friendships. And I think it's so important to keep friendships as long as you can, because it is hard later. And especially like everyone just has different things happen in life and they go on different paths. Great to meet friends that are like in your new world, your interests as you change. But it's really nice to hold on to old friends too that know you so well. So I think it's really important to kind of hold on to friendships. But I've had a lot of friendships that just like expire. Either they were like frenemies or just kind of want to be friends with you for some superficial reason. I've had a lot of experience with that. Still kind of am trying to attract the right friendships. I don't have a lot of friends. Don't think that's something I'd be like super interested at this point. I'd rather have like just a few really close friendships. And I'm happy with that. Sorry, I'm not showing you what I'm actually doing here. I'm just buffing out like a really natural looking crease basically. That's kind of like a flaw I think I have is I cut people off very fast. Like too fast. I've done that my whole life because I actually really like being alone. I'm comfortable being alone. I love being alone. That if I just, I don't know, feel some kind of way or whatever, I'm like quick to cut people off. And I don't think that's like the healthiest thing. Sometimes it's very warranted, but sometimes I check myself and I'm like, you know what? Not all friends are going to be in the same category. We can have different kind of friends. A friend for this or a friend for that. And I feel like as you, like I'm going to be changing, this is the Victoria Beckham eyeliner in Cocoa. I love this one. I'm going to be changing like a lot of aspects of my life. So I feel like I'll be meeting or I want to meet more people that are like in my world, and you can like network and have things in common, like Pilates, being an influencer, working with brands, and like whatever world you're in. I think it's important to kind of find friendships and connections within the world you're in, so you have those common interests. I think you can build good friendships off of that. I say I'm doing like a natural look, and then sometimes my makeup, I actually really like how this looks, but it's just looks more smoky than maybe what I thought, but I really like how that looks. Another thing I've really been working on the last year, so important to self-esteem, self-confidence, attracting the right people, being the best version of yourself, is kind of curating and really getting to know yourself and your personal style. I honestly wish I kind of did it earlier. It takes a while to kind of get to that point, I think. Have to get to a point where you get to know yourself. Sometimes that's hard for people, and just not care what other people think, because everyone's style is different and people are going to judge you probably regardless. But whatever makes you feel like you, I think it's so important to live your life that way. So it takes some trial and error. It takes some introspection. Is that a word? That's something I've worked on in the last year, and I've curated, like, I'm really getting there, I feel like, with my wardrobe. Shoes, bags, accessories, jewelry. I think all of that really sets you apart and makes you unique. And I just always feel so good when I do all of that. I just feel like myself, and I think that shows when you have confidence and you're comfortable within yourself and your choices and decisions. I feel like I had that when I was a bit younger, but I kind of lost it along the way with some situations, but I'm getting it back and I feel more like myself than ever. Such a great feeling, and I think we can all take steps to kind of become more comfortable in our skin and just share that with the world. Where I started basically was, I feel like I'm always trying to make my wings match. Sourcing items, like obviously in an affordable way. I really try and buy things like that aren't fast fashion. I'm really trying to adopt that, but I also know it can be expensive, and I wouldn't have been able to afford that when I was younger. So when you're just starting to build your wardrobe, so what I did to kind of start was, Pinterest is your best friend. Follow people that you love their style. Follow people that have the same body type as you. Like, I'm shorter, I'm 5'4", but I have kind of long lines, like long arms. I look tall, but I'm not. So I follow people that kind of look like that, and I see what looks good on them. And then I use Pinterest or Google to, it's so useful these days, honestly. You can look up anything. The internet is just so good. Between like just Google results and AI, it's insane. So if there's like, say this top I have on, like a white shirt, a certain like long white tailored shirt, I'll Google that and they'll give me so many pictures and options from different stores. There'll be like $200 ones, and then there'll be like $30 ones at H&M or something. So I find that a really great way to source new outfits you want to try. And sometimes I get just ideas in my head, and then sometimes, or maybe I've seen things and didn't realize I was seeing them. That's the Shiseido eyelash curler, by the way, which is the best eyelash curler ever. Pinterest is like my best friend when I'm feeling uninspired, or like I just need to come up with my next looks, or I have part of the idea of what I want to do, but not the full one. I'll go on there and just save. I save so many things on my Pinterest, and that helps so much. And I think it's a lot of time, it's a lot of work, but it's like a skill. You get better at it, and then you start to enjoy it, and you do it quicker. Having a good personal style will set you apart from so many people, and everyone notices it, and you also just feel so good. You feel like yourself, and that's like the best feeling, and it gives you so much confidence. Tip I have is not fully following all the trends. Like, I love seeing other people do it, and I like appreciate it, but I know so many of these trends don't work for me. I also don't want to have and get everything everyone's getting, because then I just kind of blend into the blob, I call it. This mascara is beautiful. It's that Westman Atelier mascara again. I went through a period of time where I did not like curling my lashes, but now I'm back on it. I'm back on my curling. Show you one of my favorite lips. This is Rinna Beauty. Notice Me? I think it's, oh no, it's called Lil Extra. I thought it was called Notice Me. Really excited for this year. I feel like I have so many plans to make changes and dedicate myself to just growing, being successful, being happy. It's something I'm passionate about, sharing all my kind of glowing up, bettering yourself tips, and hopefully I can motivate you to do some of these things and just be the best version of yourself. This is a Patrick Ta, I think it's like a plumping lip gloss in Need Her, which is like a beautiful lip shade. It kind of smells like bubblegum. Say less. It makes me feel so girly. It's like pink and beautiful. And I add this one just on the middle, kind of. This is my final year glowy makeup look. I hope you enjoyed this little get ready with me and getting to know me a little bit more. I'd love to hear from you in the comment section below. I reply to every comment, and if you have any suggestions for future videos, I'd love to hear that as well. If you have any questions for me, you can leave them down below as well, and I'd be happy to answer them in upcoming videos. Make sure to subscribe to me here on YouTube. I love to see people come back for more videos, and I have so much in store this year. So many fun, different videos. You won't want to miss any of those. And don't forget to head over to Instagram and follow me over there as well. The same handle at @hall_ward. I post lots of fun, full makeup, beauty style, full outfit pics, shoes, all of that stuff. Thank you so much for watching. I'm so excited to be kind of switching up my YouTube routine. Have a great week, weekend, and I'll see you next time.